What's up everyone, Derek here with yet another GameXplain Game & Watch, this time for Wargroove, an indie strategy game that's in the same vein as Advance Wars, and since we haven't really gotten an Advance Wars game in quite some time, this is a great alternative. Now it is more fantasy-based rather than modern military, but I think that helps give it its own identity. Plus, the sprite work here is absolutely gorgeous. Now, unfortunately we cannot show off any of the single-player content. This is all about the custom content that we can do, and we are playing this off an early build on the PC. So let's just go into custom content. And what's really cool about this is that you can create your own maps and campaigns and then share them with people online or download them yourself. So we'll just jump right into this, and yeah, it's really cool. You can actually create your own maps and create your own campaigns. So let's just jump into the maps to begin with, and I'm not usually one to be into this. Now, one thing I do want to mention is that I did attempt to record this before and I had a bit of an editing issue, so I have to re-record this. I'm so bummed about that because I had some really genuine reactions to what this was capable of. But rather than show the old one, let's just go ahead and create a new map, which for some reason in this build always does that, which kicks me back out. So instead we'll just go back in, go to map, and boom, it's there. So let's go ahead and edit it. And this is how it starts you. You have this field that you have. You got your main character, their main guy for the enemies, and bring up your little menu, and you can pop up other units. And you can actually swap them between neutral units and player units or enemy units, and you can sort of set up what they have and what they can do. It's surprisingly intuitive, and I'm actually using the Xbox 360 controller for this PC build. That's just what I'm comfortable with. But a mouse is available for this. But this is good to know for the console versions. So yeah, you can actually set units. So let's go to player 1 here. We're gonna put in, let's have a dog. We'll place me and my 2 attack dogs. And bring back out the menu, and let's go to enemy units, and we'll have this stuff. So you can just place units around wherever you want. And set up whatever you would like to do. So let's go ahead and jump over to neutral. And this includes buildings and whatnot. So we can pop a few things here and there. So some forts, or I haven't played the single player at all yet, so I don't know exactly what some of these are. We'll put a tower right here. Why not? And we can actually, that's just the units. So we went over to what we can do with the land, and here's our terrain. We can do a lot with it. So we're actually going to build a little bit of a road, and it's just as simple as holding it down and following it into there, and boom, we got a road. And we can just jump over here, and let's put some trees. Nice and grassy. I mean, I'm not usually one for creating my own stuff, because it's usually just kind of a nightmare. I don't know, it never clicked with me. And I love how it molds to make it look more like its own thing. It's great to see that. I mean, I'm really impressed with how simple this whole thing is. Let's have a bit of water coming down through here. And it does replace it, so you don't have to worry about that. We'll just go off screen here. And so because of that, we need a bridge. There we go. Again, it's very elegant. I really do enjoy that aspect of it. So those are units. Now we have structures. Which I already placed a bit of those. I thought I was going for... Whoops. Sure, neutral guy hanging out here. And you can erase them if you highlight them and just push the B button. You're good. Let's see. Yeah, so you got neutral ones on there as well. Then, of course, you got your structures. Unfortunately for the structures, like I could put a town here. Unlike the mountains, they don't really come together. But, you know, we can build a little village. And I don't know, I can see people really getting into this and figuring out exactly how they want to do it. In fact, we'll put a whole town center right here. And then let's get really crazy with this whole thing. I could put a sunken ship in the middle, why not? What else can we do? We could, oh wow, you can add waterfalls and stuff like that. Treasure chests, chains. It's crazy how much you can actually put in here. Let's see here. Actually, let's do this. This will be cool. Oh, look at that! Look at that! That's really cool. How you can just meld into it. We'll go a little Zelda here. Have a little angel statue for the middle of this, so you can really give some personality to your setups that you'd like to do. In fact, based off that, let's go ahead and do this. Create some water. Oh wow, I thought that would meld into it. Hold on, we gotta figure out how we do this. Huh. Let's see here. Maybe it's this one. Nope, that is certainly not it. Let's see. I'll get this figured out eventually, maybe, perhaps. Maybe this. Rivers and oceans don't like the mix, apparently. Who knew? That's alright. I'll make myself feel better by having a dolphin. I mean, that is... You gotta appreciate the fact that it's just pure aesthetics. So yeah, so there's all those options. Let's see what we got here. And if you push start, you can actually change up a lot of the properties. So you can name it, you can give it a description, you can say what type of map it is. You can change it completely. Like we can change it to ice or desert. In fact, let's change it to a desert and see how that looks. So it still does it. Oops, and apparently I only have a... Oops. Where is it? Not properties. I did not mean to have that. So you can actually even put in a fog of war and change up the weather. Change up your music. Resize a bunch of things so you can actually make it smaller, bigger. Like it's there's a lot of customization here that it's really easy to understand. And as you can see, there's even a cutscene and event editor, so you can add those in. So actually, I'm pretty sure if you go to this and put in a scenario, we can go to the scenario. You can put in the objective, choose your commander, decide how long they have until to beat this map in order to get an S rank, and let's see. With that, yeah, now we can do a cutscene editor. So yeah, let's actually check that out. See what kind of cutscene we can do. Let's do X. Scene settings. Got the weather, all the ambience and all that stuff, so we can change it up. I love how you can actually change it. Let's see. change all that up. Let's go to, that's the scene. Let's go to timeline. Let's, I guess, create new. Wow, create an actor. You can really, this is almost a full-blown like RPG maker type thing that you can add to these scenes and, you know, do fun stuff with it. Even between like different factions, have the different settings, how they walk, all that stuff. And I'm not going to get into that, but it's still really impressive how in depth you can get it and really create a storyline for yourself. So actually, as part of that, which ties into all that, and that's the cutscene, but this is event. Okay, so you can really change up all that stuff as far as events as well. So let's go ahead and save and exit. Go back to custom content. Go to create, and now that we have maps and stuff, we can go ahead and do that. So let's create a new map. Let's get our typical error for whatever reason. I messed that up. And I think, yeah, this is my new one. So let's go ahead and edit that. Oh, this is my old one. Okay. As you can see, though, I actually created something in preparation for this. Let me see here. There we go. Delete progress. Oh. Anyway, as you can see, we have all these here, and we can actually bring it up to, we can put all kinds of different symbols on here, so we can say, like, this is what's going on here. You can set the stage, all that fun stuff. So we can put, like, this here in the desert for that kind of battle. And then what's really cool is that this is how you show progress. You can actually choose one of these, and boom, that's how you connect them. And that's why that you know, if you put out the campaign, you have scenes play, go from here to there, and check out each one of them. And even check out your campaign properties. Change up the map, so you have different setups for each one, and really craft your own story. You can create a party for people, and really just think of the best thing that you want to do. I'm like I said, I'm not usually one for these type of things. I just get sort of overwhelmed, and it's just not for me. But I like the idea of being able to just, you know, here's the starting area. The characters have to make their way through the desert, across the mountains, through the forest, all the way down around to the snowy tundra, and then they discover the true enemy who lies in the volcano at the very beginning. We're getting Dragon Quest in here. And, you know, you can have a lot of fun with it. And I'm very curious how creative people are going to get with this. And I'm also curious how, you know, the game is going to play itself, as if it, you know, is a lot of fun to warrant all this. But just as a look at what this editor can do, it's rather impressive. So yeah, I think that's a nice little tease for what you can expect within the game and what you guys can do yourselves if you have that creative edge. Like I remember back in the day playing a bunch of RPGs. I hear about the RPG Maker series and be like, oh, I want to, like, I could make my RPGs, write up a story, do all that sort of thing. But it always felt a little cumbersome, at least from what I've heard about that. This seems pretty easy to use and could be a lot of fun. So yeah, I think that about covers it though for that little demonstration. So yeah, this is Wargroove, at least just the custom content in there. There's still a whole single player campaign, there's multiplayer with friends. Like, it seems pretty meaty, but yeah. What do you guys think? I'm curious. Let us know in the comments, and of course be sure to subscribe to GameXplain for more on Wargroove, including a potential review of the Switch version, and other things gaming as well. Until next time, bye.